What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are reviewing the Minbo M2 by 7 Rhymes. We're gonna see if this microphone is something you guys should pick up. Before we get too far in this video, 7 Rhymes did send this microphone for me to review. However, they're not impacting anything I say, just like normal. They're not seeing this video till it comes out, so do with that information as you will. This microphone is an omnidirectional two-way shotgun microphone, which means it's recording forward and backwards. So these microphones that are shooting forward and backwards and giving you control is really ideal for people that are on the go and need to get stuff done in a hurry. First, let's unbox this thing and we'll talk about some of the specs. Inside the box, this microphone comes with a nice travel carrying case, which again, I always appreciate when a company does this. Inside the carrying case, you get 2 dead cats as well as a 3.5mm jack. Of course, it comes with a shock mount that will hook onto the cold shoe of your camera. Some of these shock mounts I've tested before feel like they could break under the pressure. This one seems pretty well constructed. And then of course we have the hero of the show, and that is the microphone itself. There's not an abundance of accessories with this. However, everything in this kit has a place and is meant to be there. Let's talk about the specs a little bit. I don't dive too much into it. I am, however, gonna go ahead and put them up right here for you guys to read them over. Pause the video if you would like. Check out everything on these specs. I will also have a link in the description below, of course, if you wanna click on that and read up even more on it. Let's go ahead and put this microphone through some testing and see how it actually sounds in real world situations. Then we'll come back, talk about my pros and cons and my final thoughts on this microphone. So this is me using the microphone. I have no windscreen on it. It's probably about, I don't know, like a foot away from my face. This is indoors, nothing's going on behind me. We are gonna flip the camera around. I'm gonna test the microphone behind to see how that sounds, like if you're vlogging and you wanna show something off. Let's say I'm talking about this Aperture 100D right here with the Light Dome Mini 2. I'm using the microphone that's facing me on the back. Let me know what you guys think. Again, this has no windscreen. It's about a foot away from my face. This is a quiet office. So we are gonna go outside and test this in an outdoor environment. However, I want to see what it sounds like in 2 different kind of scenarios. This is the figure 8 pattern, and I am behind the camera, so it should be picking me up really well. I've got my AC unit going on behind me, so if you hear any kind of generator noise, that's what's going on. If I flip the camera around, that AC unit is still going. Again, this is the figure 8 polar pattern, so it should be picking me up as well as what's behind the camera, pretty much identical. Now I have it set to reject the background quite a bit more than the figure 8. This is ideal if you are the person that is vlogging and you want to pick up the environment around you, but you don't want it to be super loud. As the other way, that's the figure 8 pattern, you can flip-flop the camera back and forth and you really shouldn't notice much of a difference. Let's go over some pros and cons, starting with the pros. Pro number 1, I do feel like it's built pretty well, especially for the price it's coming in at. I do like the coiled cord. Anytime a company's sending that, seems pretty standard. Another pro is I feel like the shock mount worked really well. I didn't pick up a lot of vibrations on my end. The last pro would probably be that it comes with a nice case and there's a lot of accessories that come with it. Let's talk about the cons. Starting with con number 1, the elephant in the room. This thing feels like a straight rip-off of another company. I mean, to the color, the way it looks. I personally have not tested out the actual microphone that this one is created off of. The rip-off is definitely a con in my eyes, even when it's coming down to the color. I feel like you could have done something a little bit different. Final thoughts for this microphone. If you are in the market for a microphone just like this, you do a lot of vlogs, you do a lot of run and gun, maybe you're vlogging with another person and you want to have a conversation back and forth, this may be something you should be checking out. If you're needing something that's really on the high end, the best quality possible, I would probably steer clear of this, only because it's a good microphone, but there's a lot better options. You're going to start paying more of a premium for that. However, you've got to gauge, what are you shooting? Is this intended for YouTube, hobby work, freelance, very low end freelance, or is this more geared towards high end client work, things like that? It's a good product. There are some things that annoy me about it, especially with the cloning, and it is what it is. I'm not a fan of that. However, it does seem like it's good quality for the cost that it's coming in at. So if you guys are in the market for a microphone like this, you may check this one out. It is in the description below. Thank you 7 Rhymes for sending this microphone out and letting me review this. That's it for me today, guys. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, drop a comment below, let me know your thoughts on this microphone, good or bad. I would love to have a conversation with you. If you're new here, consider subscribing, ringing the bell. You guys are amazing. I'm the Iron Giant. See you next time. Peace.